The Goat and the Old Man. Long ago, in a distant land covered in vast forests, there lived a lonely and ugly old man named Elias. He had only one companion, a very old goat whom he loved more than anything in the world. The goat stayed alive out of pure love for him. Elias longed for children of his own. One day, while he was out cutting wood, the goat decided to prove her devotion. She went deep into the forest to seek the spirit of the great tree. When she arrived, the spirit asked in a deep, rumbling voice, "What do you want, little animal?" "I wish to make my master happy," replied the goat. "He desires a family. I wanted to give him descendants." The spirit thought for a moment and said, "I can transform you into a woman." The goat was overjoyed and began jumping with excitement. Then the spirit uttered a strange incantation. "Kalaku, kalaku, berekuke!" In an instant, the goat was transformed into a beautiful woman. She thanked the spirit and turned to leave. But as she walked away, the spirit called after her, "You will sacrifice your fifth child upon my tree." The woman paid no attention to the warning and returned home. When Elias came back from the forest, he was shocked to find a lovely woman in his house. She smiled and said, "It is me, your goat. I went to the spirit of the tree and asked him to turn me into a woman so I could give you the children you have always wanted." Elias recognized her. They lived happily together and soon had 5 children, one after another. Years passed peacefully. One day, while the children were playing in the forest, the youngest son hid behind the great tree. The tree suddenly seized him and began to swallow him. The boy sang out to his brothers, "Bori, Bori, Jinamori, Bori, Bori, Jinamori. Come tell our mother, Jinamori, Bori." The other children ran home in terror and told their mother, "Mama, Mama, our brother has been swallowed by the tree and he is singing." The mother immediately remembered the spirit's warning. She went to the great tree with her husband Elias. "Give me back my child," she demanded. The spirit replied, "You promised to sacrifice your 5th child on my tree. You have done so. He is mine." But the clever woman answered, "You never specified at what age I had to sacrifice him. That was your mistake. According to the laws that govern spirits, you must return him to me." The spirit thought deeply, then admitted, "You are right. I made a mistake. I must return your child." The spirit released the boy. Elias, his wife, and their 5 children returned home safely and lived happily ever after. Moral: a forgotten promise or an oversight can always be corrected with wisdom and cleverness.